Hi everyone. I think it's time to do another video about what fuel prices are like in New Zealand. I did post a little rant about the abnormally high prices of fuel that we experienced last year in New Zealand, particularly in the North Island. But yeah, so this is going to be another fuel review for March 2020. Now I've got some dash cam footage and some footage that I took with my phone or dash cam over the past few weeks. So yeah, this is what I put in my last video late last year. $2.41 per litre at Z Whitmore Harbourside service station, Z brand, late last year. So $2.41, that is so ridiculously high. Last year stations in New Zealand, mainly the North Island, were overcharging New Zealanders on fuel. Average prices in Wellington and Auckland were $2.39 per litre for 91 unleaded, which is the most commonly bought type of fuel in New Zealand. Now compare that to Christchurch, which only charges $2.08 per litre of fuel, 91 unleaded. So it goes to show you that the North Island of New Zealand has been ripping us New Zealanders off. So Christchurch Waikaku, when I was on my road trip from Christchurch to Henma Springs, they charge $2.08 per litre. And also Christchurch Bryndwr, which is spelled BRYNDWR, they also charge $2.08 per litre. So I spoke to the concierge attendant at Z Bryndwr in Christchurch, and that he mentioned that in the South Island fuel is obviously way more cheaper than it is in the North Island. I was surprised because Christchurch is the third biggest city in New Zealand, behind Wellington, and Auckland is the biggest city of New Zealand. But then again, the cost of living in Christchurch is way cheaper than in the North Island centres like Wellington, Auckland. Even Hastings is cheaper than Wellington and Auckland. When I returned to Wellington, I was greeted with a $2.38 per litre fuel charge from Z Wellington Airport. No surprise. I even did a little fuel prices rant in one of my videos I posted last year. Link will be in the description. I've got some good news for New Zealanders though. The government last month, which is February 2020, announced that they are officially warning petrol companies to stop overcharging customers on fuel, and for more transparency on their fuel rate charges. Why are they charging this price? They need to explain. Of course, they do some explaining, like BP has tried to. I heard they have been trying to, but then when you look at Z, they tend to be much more cheap, more expensive than BP, even though they have the really good popular dedicated concierge staff, which is like runs between 10 to 5. Someone will help fuel your car for you, especially for young people who may not know how to or have not been trained to fuel up cars. Might be a bit of a mission first time, so so it's better than self-service. Self-service is good for convenience and if you're in a hurry or rush, but we pay for fuel, so you got to pay us to fuel our cars rather than doing the service for you and you getting money in return. So New Zealand and Australia have stricter consumer rights legislation. We have better protection than consumer rights protection than what US people experience in America. So the government warns petrol companies, create competition or we will force it on you. Jacinda Ardern is the current Prime Minister of New Zealand. I like her. So summer vacation, I went to between the 23rd of December and 13th of January, I went to Taupo, Rotorua, Tauranga, Auckland and Hastings, and I went to Christchurch mid-January for 4 days. So here's some remaining footage. Thank you for listening and watching in on this video. Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Keep comments, civilized people. I took these footages using my dash cam or my Samsung S10 Plus, which can be called smooth 4K HDR 30 frames per second videos. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, and one last thing before I go, it's good to see now that fuel companies in New Zealand are actually obeying the government now because they don't want the government to step in. The government actually is considering introducing new legislation revolving around fuel prices mid this year, so it'll be good. And it's good that fuel prices are beginning to decrease gradually, so good on New Zealand BP for doing the right thing.